conspicuously absent in the direct examination was any questioning about standard of care.
Yeah, didn't come up at all, and that's a huge one. And Jeffrey Shapiro, talk to us about that. You're a defense attorney, but you know what? That is supposed to be what this case is all about, right? Standard of care. Yet we have not really heard anyone talk about Dr. Murray and whether he met that standard on the defense side.
Yeah, you know, that's precisely it. I would say that was so interesting about Dr. White's testimony was that, first of all, very subtly, he got us sort of moving away from that this is not an anesthesia case, that this is more about sedation, and that propofol is not just a drug to put a patient to sleep, but rather can also be used to sedate and calm a patient. And so, you know, when you start thinking about that, and then when you start thinking that here is, you know, basically the mentor or the teacher of Dr. Schaefer, and the two of them disagree, and you think to yourself, well, if lay people are sitting in a jury room and they're saying here are two experts who've come to completely opposite conclusions, how do we reach a conclusion that makes you think that a juror would probably have some reasonable doubt? On the other hand, there has been no testimony about what Dr. Murray's responsibility was with respect to this patient as he's sedating him. Should he have been in the room the entire time? And there's a key point here about anesthesia versus sedation. How long is Dr. Murray supposed to stay in the room? It's a key point.
Here's another piece of the puzzle.
The entire time, I think.